Hey y'all, it's me Trish. I am the witch of the dismal swamp, y'all. How's everybody today? Alright, alright. I can tell my spirits are here. Are y'all here? Can you light it all the way? Please and thank you. You want to tell everybody hi? Alright, thank you. Alright. What have I got doing here? Alright, I'm about to tell y'all what I've got going on. I am fixing to make some, it's called magnetism powder. Okay, I'm going to add this, well, not to what I just finished, but somebody asked me to make some of this, and I told them I would. So, here we go. What it is good for, it is good for attracting, think about the word magnetism. Excuse me. It's highly magnetic, and it is good for attracting love, luck, money. If you want a car, you want to get a new house, or maybe a job, you can, if you got a resume, you can use it for that, to help you get that job. It's good for giving your spells a boost and making them more successful. Lots of things you can do with this. All right, now how am I going to make this? Okay, now you need a blue candle. Well, you don't need it, and if you don't have it, don't stress about it. You can use a white one and do like I did here. I took a blue crayon and melted it over the candle and put blue on the candles. Can you see that? Okay. You could do like that if you do not have the blue candle, okay? If you don't have a blue crayon, but you have a white candle, you can use a white candle. All right, now, I'm gonna use, I got rice flour here, because rice is good for abundance, right? All right, so therefore, I decided I was going to use rice flour, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it blue. I'm going to put some food coloring in it, change it to the color blue. Okay, I'm going to put 3 drops just to, get it going. Let's see what happens. I'm going to give it a good shake. Now, while you're shaking it, you're going to put your intentions in it, what it is you want the outcome to be. Imagine the outcome happening, okay? Put all your intentions in this. You can shake it as long as you want to, mix it as long as you want to. Now, usually what I do is I get it mixed like this, and then I'll put my hands in it and start working it. That's how I usually do it. So what I do now from here, I will see how I got the coloring on the lid? I will just take that and scoot it into the jar. And now what I'm going to do is just start working it. Okay, now you see what color it is right now. It's still kind of white. It's a really pale blue. Usually I have this in a bowl. It's a whole lot easier to do in a bowl, but I didn't have one I could just grab to do the video. So I'm just doing with what I got, right? Yeah, we're going to make a mess. That's me. I can't do anything unless I make a mess. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more because this is like a light blue. I want it a little bluer than this. You could probably use a spoon or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like if you put your hand in it, you can be putting your intentions in it and working it and feeling it, loving it. You're going to just think about what it is you want. Now you can make it however blue you want it to be. This is more of a sky kind of blue, so I think I'm good with this color. So to speed things up, I'm just going to go with it. You know, this way I ain't standing here all day looking at me mix the powder. I should have did it before I started it, but I wanted to show y'all how I make it. And you can do this with any of the colors that come in the food coloring kit. You can make your powder whatever color. Doing it this way. Try to clean up a little bit of my mess here. Alright. Now, what are we going to do with it from here? Now, this is the jar that I'm going to use to put my powder in, because I don't really need a lot of it. Okay, it's only for one person, and they're trying to get one thing, so I just need a little bit. And what I'm going to do with the extra powder that I have here, I will put it in, well, I'll just keep it in this jar because I got a lid for it. And just, you know, write on it what it is. And just use it for the next item that I'm going to need. Alright? Alright, now, what we're going to do, you need several things for this particular spell. Well, this is what I used. I'm not saying you need it, but this is what I used. Or what I'm going to use. I'm going to use sandalwood. I finally got some. I've never tried sandalwood, but this is going to be my first time trying this. And I like the energy that it gives. So I'm kind of psyched about using it. I dropped it. But anyway, it's expensive though. This little bit was $5. I said, holy shit. But I wanted to get it and try it. But anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of sandalwood in here. I'm going to add some myrrh, some frankincense, some copal. I got some orris root I'm going to add. I'm going to put a 4-leaf clover inside of it. And so that's the myrrh. There's one more thing. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. I'm going to add that into there now because I want to get it mixed in the powder before I put the powder in the... I got a blue finger. Alright, so we put some glitter in there because you want to give it a little bit of bling. At least I do. You don't have to. Okay, so now the only thing you're going to do is you're going to add, like, it's 16 parts of wood base. Okay, that's what the whole object of this. You want, it's wood based products. So you think about it, frankincense, this comes from a tree, so it's wood based. It's resin. The only thing I don't have is, as a wood base, would be my 4-leaf clover. Because as long as you put 16 parts of wood base in here, that's what matters. So in other words, you're going to have like, you know, like 8 parts of frankincense. You're going to put 4 parts of sandalwood to 2 parts of myrrh to 4 parts of cinnamon, 2 parts of orris root. That was the other thing, cinnamon. I need to grab my cinnamon. But you're going to add cinnamon as well. Now, I'm going to break my frankincense into a powder because this is powder. So let me grab my mortar and pestle. Right here. So we're going to add that in here. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I did it, you know, closer to me so I didn't get any on the floor, because I don't know if if this would be bad for cats. So I'm always very cautious when it comes to animals and my thingy, you know, all my ingredients and all that, because I don't want, you know, them to get it in case it's not good for them. Especially if I'm not sure. You're going to grind up your frankincense to a powder the best you can. You're going to do the same thing with the myrrh and the copal, or the copal, however you say it. And then obviously you can't grind up the orris root but so much. At least I tried, but this is the best I could get it. Because I picked my own. So I tried to grind it, but my little machine is a piece of crap. So it wouldn't let me grind it the way I wanted it. But it'll work for what I'm going to do with this. Now what you're going to do with this powder once you're finished with it is you can use it to anoint, roll candles in it. You can use it to, well, put it around the area. Like if you got a contract you want to sign, sprinkle a little bit around the paper. Or like if you're at a dealership and you don't want it to be obvious, you know, it's like, holy shit, I don't want people to see what I'm doing. Put a little bit in your hand and just give it a little blow towards the area you're going to be sitting. That'll work too. You know, but that's how I'm going to use it anyway. Alright, now we're going to add, well, see, I do have powder, sandalwood also. I'm going to add the powder instead of the bark, because this is a powder form. So we're going to go ahead and add some of that. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so now we did the sandalwood, we did the frankincense, now we got the copal. And now I'm using the golden copal. You know, because to me, golden copal is like money. You know, you want that contract, you want the job, whatever it is you want this powder for. You know, you add whatever you feel like you should add, is how much you add. It should be, you know, as long as it equals to, well, I guess that doesn't really matter. It equals the 16 parts. As long as you add these items in here. Alright, now, here's how it looks so far. Pretty, ain't it? Smells good too. Now we're going to add some myrrh. Now that's not something that I can break up so easy. So I'm going to try to get the powder kind out of here. Because some of it is in powder form. You know, a lot more than, I got some chunks too. But I'm going to try to add just the powder part in it. Alright, that's good enough for the video purposes. After I end my video, I will grind this a whole lot more than what I'm doing. And I will focus on it more than what I'm doing. Now I'm going to add the orris root. Now, this is as best I could get it, so I already know I'm not going to get that any smaller than what I have it, so I'm not going to worry about, you know, getting it all ground up. Now, I do have my 4-leaf clovers here that I found the other day. I will put one of these in here and grind it up. And, oh, I want to show y'all something right quick. Look at this. You see it? It's really, really little. About smaller than my fingernail. It is moldavite. And it's so little. It's like, can you see it? But I couldn't pass it up. But look how much this little chip was. $20 for that little teeny weeny piece. Can you see it? But I mean, I love the way moldavite feels. Now, I do have moldavite, you know, faceted in the gemstone. But I don't have any raw, and I wanted a raw piece. And this is all they had, so I had to get what they had, you know. I can't do much about that. But anyway, that was a squirrel moment, y'all. You know how I am. Now, the only thing I got to do is get the cinnamon, add the cinnamon, and then we'll be done mixing this. Then we're going to put the powder and put it in the jar. All right. Matter of fact, let me pause this long enough to go grab the cinnamon. All right. I am back. I'm going to add some cinnamon. I'm going to give it a mix. And then I'm just going to put the, grind up my 4-leaf clover a little bit. And here you go. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. That is the powder. Now I just got to add my base powder into this. And then we will be good to roll. I'm going to add the blue. And here it is, y'all. Dang, that looks good, don't it? Looks like you put it on the thing on top of a cake. Now, there's another thing that I did for this particular spell. And let me show you what I'm going to do. Let me move this out of my way. Move that over there. Let me grab my paper. Okay, this is my paper. Yep. Flour all over it. This is what they call a tornado. I can't remember the right name for it, but I call it a tornado. I think that's what they call it. And what it is, you're going to write down, can you see what it says right there? Attract, contract. Okay. Now I'm going to redo this, but I'm going to write the person's name up here as well. I just didn't want to do it now to show y'all who the person is. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep that part out. But I just wanted to give you the idea of what I'm going to do. You're going to write you're going to try to keep it short because you can't have it like a whole long sentence. But you're going to write, like 2 to 3 words. And then you're going to follow this down, but you're going to drop 1 letter on each, each line. So this is attract, contact, or contract. So now you're going to drop the A and just put the TT, R-A-C-T. And then you're going to go to this one and drop one of the T's. So now it's T-R-A-C-T. Then you're going to drop that T and make it R-A-C-T. And then so on. Once you get this part finished, you're going to go start with contract. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to write contract, then drop the C and write the on track, and then the in track, and then track, and so on. Now, the way I'm going to do this, when I redo this, I'm going to write it, but I want them to mirror each other. Can y'all see that? I mean, you can't. This isn't really a good example because it's not the way I want to, actually do it. But I want them touching each other right in the center. See, I tried it on this side as well. You can see I got it here and I got it here. But I want to bring these together to meet in the middle. And I want them to reflect off each other. So I'm going to fold it to where they're looking at each other. So that way, to me, it's magnifying it that way. I mean, that's just the way I'm looking at it. But that's how I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to fold it again and again and again and again. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of powder in it. Like right now, I would put a little powder and then I would fold this up with the powder in it. And then hand it to that person and just let them know the powder's inside, along with give the bottle of powder to them as well. But you want the powder that you got charged and amped and ready to go in your paper, and you're going to have everything good and charged and ready to go. But that powder in here, I think, in my opinion, is giving it that extra boost. That boost, you know what I'm saying? But this is something you don't have to do. It's something I chose to do to add to this. So, and then what I'll do is add, now that I've added everything, now I'm just going to sit here and focus. Put my energy in this, grind it up more. Putting my energy in it, mess with it, play with it. You know, do what you got to do. You know how to do it, right? All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And I'm sorry it's a long video, but I thought maybe you wanted to see how I do it from start to finish. All right. If y'all got any questions, you know what to do. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day and be safe out there. All right, y'all. I love y'all so damn much. Toodles.